Hello students, the next point in your syllabus that is the stellar evolutionary theory. In previous video we discussed about the pteridophytes. In that the example is the nephrolepis plant. So this is the another point in your syllabus, that is the stellar evolutionary theory. So stellar, that means the central core of the plant axis. So in stellar, in the steel region, the different parts are composed like endodermis, pericycle, phloem and xylem. These four are composed called as stele. So uh, today we discuss about the stellar evolutionary theory. So जो भी stellar region है, those stellar, how the evolutions will be takes place in case of the stellar regions of the plants. So the stellar evolutionary theory first time proposed in 1866 by the scientists Van Tegem and Diodid. So they proposed the stellar evolutionary theory. According to this stellar evolutionary theory, there are four. They make the four different types of the stele. So first type is the primitive stele. This primitive stele is called as protostele. In that, the vascular elements present at the center. Clear? Then second group is the advanced stele. Advanced stele, it is also called as siphonostele. In siphonostele, the feet is present at the center. In first figure, you have to see the endodermis, pericycle, then phloem and xylem. And in that, at the center, the pith is present in the advanced stele, which is also called as siphonostele. Then third type of the stele is the more advanced stele. This group is also called as solenostele. So in this solenostele, the vascular elements are broken into small parts with the pith regions. So in that group, some modifications will be takes place in case of the broken these vascular elements in small parts with this pith. Then fourth group is the most advanced stele. This group is also called as atectostele. So in the atectostele, the scattered vascular bundles are observed, and in that there is the pith is absent, or in that there is the no distinct pith is present at the center. So basic, these are the four types of the stele. First one, primitive stele, which is also called protostele. Advanced stele, that is called siphonostele. Then more advanced stele, that is solenostele, and most advanced stele, that is atectostele. So these are the basic four types of the stele. Then the protostele, which is again divided into the four types, that is first one is the haplostele. Its example is the Lycopodium species. Second type is the actinostele. Example is the fern stolons. Then third one is the plectostele. The example is the Lycopodium species. Then mixed stele, it is also the example of the Lycopodium species. So in that, somewhat modifications or evolutionary changes will be takes place regarding the primitive stele. Then second type is the advanced stele. In advanced stele, it is again divided into two types, that is ectophobic. Its example is the osmunda stem, and second type is the amphipoic This example of this amphipoic is the Marsilia state. Then in more advanced stele, that is solenostele, it is again divided into two types, dictyostele and eustele. Dictyostele का example है fern rachis and eustele का example है sunflower. Then fourth type is the most advanced stele, that is atactostele, which is its type is there are no types. Its example is the maize stem. So in detail we have discussed the one by one. First of all, we discuss about the protostele. Protostele, that means the primitive stele. In that group, in that type, the vascular elements are present in the center. So the first type of the protostele is the haplostele. So in haplostele, it is a type of protostele. It is a primitive stele. Then in that, the xylem present at the center, and the xylem is surrounded by the phloem. So xylem is in circular and which is surrounded by this phloem. Its example is the lycopodium stem. So you have to see this figure. In that the xylem region is present at the center and which is surrounded by the phloem. So this is the haplostele. Then second type of the protostele is the actinostele. In the actinostele, the same characters you have to write here. It is protostele, primitive stele, and xylem is present at the center, which is surrounded by the phloem, but the xylem is in star shaped. You have to see in this picture. So xylem, it is in star shape, and its example is the fern stolon. So main characteristics of the actinostele, it is the star shaped xylem. Then third type of the protostele is the plectostele. Plectostele, the first character will be same, that is it is protostele, then it is primitive stele, xylem is at the center, then xylem is surrounded by the phloem, but the main difference is that the xylem is plate shaped. That's why the name given as the plectostele. Its example is the lycopodium. So you have to see in figure the plate like xylem we have observed in this figure, and which is surrounded, that present in the center and which is surrounded by the phloem. Then next type of the protostele is the mixed stele. In that, the first character will be same, that is it is protostele, it is primitive stele, then xylem is at center, xylem is surrounded by the phloem, but the main characters of this type is the xylem is spherical shape. That's why the name is given the mixed stele, and its example is the lycopodium. So these are the four main types of the primitive stele, that is protostele. First one हमने कौन सा देखा, haplostele. In the haplostele, xylem present at center, which is surrounded by the phloem, and xylem is in circular shape. In actinostele, the characters will be same, but difference is that the xylem is star shaped. In the plectostele, the main difference in plectostele, that is the xylem is in plate shape. Then in mixed stele, the xylem is in spherical shapes, and this also xylem present at the center, which is surrounded by the phloem, and the xylems will be in scattered conditions. So these are the characters of the primitive stele, And these are 4 different types of the protostele. That is, first one is the haplostele, then second one is the actinostele, then third one is the plectostele, and fourth one is the mixed stele. The remaining part of the advanced stele we will discuss in next video.